Okay, EG. I'm sick of having to have these talks. This is getting ridiculous, and this went over the top this time. So I was out. I was not home. I pull up on my driveway, and when I first pull up, down, driving down the street to come home, I see all these cars all over the place, all these different people, weird looking people, walking towards my house. And then I get up to the house, and yeah, they're all walking inside to go inside my house. And then I look at the trees, and they're toilet papered. Why would anybody toilet paper my house?
I have no clue about that.
You have no clue.
Well, actually, maybe I did encourage them a bit, but I did have good reason. I told them that the owner of the house was a complete asshole and deserved it, and, well, they took matters into their own hands, I guess. I tried to stop them, kind of, I guess, maybe a little bit. Well, no, I didn't, not really. Never mind. Well, that's in the past, so let's move on.
No, we're not going to move on. So, I come inside, and like I said, there's all these people, weird looking people, too. Not just, I'm not talking about trashy people. I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, they all worked at the dinner plant with me. Well, most of them still do.
Okay, we won't get into that. But, yeah, and then I'm trying to make my way to find you. You're nowhere to be found. So I end up finding my way to the bathroom, going there, and the bathtub is, out of all things, is full of vodka. And there's some drunk, that would be redneck. What?
Redneck.
That's kind of you should be calling him that.
That's his name, Red, and his last name's Neck. I can't do nothing about that, so I just call him that.
Okay, so he's having a merry old time in the bathroom. Meanwhile, I go past my bedroom, and there's two. I'm going to have to wash my eyes after this, but walk in my bedroom, and two fully naked guys. And I'm not against being gay or whatever, but I don't want anybody using my bedroom or whatever, but they come running out. They're 400 pounds. It's just gross to watch.
Yeah, well, I felt a little bit bad about that, but what you gonna do? That's in the past. Let's move on.
No, we're not going to move on. So, then I end up in the kitchen, and there's some really strange fellow there, and he's got, well, there was a stand set up inside my house with my food on a stand, and this guy was selling steak and stuff from my freezer and food and he's selling it to people.
Yeah, that would be Skippy Joe. He said he wanted to handle the meat, so I let him at it.
Oh my gosh, I haven't met this guy yet, but he sounds and who told him to do that?
Well, I suggested that he might be able to make some money for the two of us, so yeah, he did that for a little bit.
Okay. We cannot keep doing this, EG. We seriously can't.
Why not? I think everything's been working out pretty good. I don't even think it's been pretty one-sided so far, really.
How has it been one-sided?
I don't know, it just felt like a convenient thing to say at that point so I can get out of it and just kind of half-ass listen to you right now.
So, I finally do find E.G. And you know how I found him? Was from the loud music being played. He had, there was a band set up in the other room, jamming out, and I guess I am a metalhead, so I kind of got into it, but this was like heavy stuff, but it did sound good, and there he is, he's singing with this band, and it sounds nothing like you.
Yeah, I'm multi-talented. I'm very good at pretty much everything I do have ever tried to do in my whole life. Keep hanging around with me and you will learn a few things. I'm just going to say that.
I'm learning things. I'll say that, but
you're really creeping me out sitting behind me like that.
Well, I don't want to get into your face because I'm pretty upset right now, so I figured I'd just sit behind you and then discuss this. So, is this going to happen again while I'm not at home?
Well, what's in the future is in the future. I have no control over that.
No, actually, you do have control over that, and it better not happen again. Then why the hell was this party like at my house? Why couldn't it have been at your buddy Redneck's house? Or, I'm sorry, I don't even like saying that word because, it makes people look bad.
Well, that's his name. He has to learn to live with it.
Okay, well, why couldn't you hit it at his house?
We did have it at his house, and his dog puked on the floor, so we decided to move it over here, wise guy.
Oh my gosh. I'm going balder by the minute.
I've noticed that.
Okay, well, I have pretty much have had it. The courts need to figure something out.
Well, that paperwork came on and got. I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
No, never mind. We'll find out later.
Okay, I'm home from work. Nice, easy day at work. Thank God. And, hopefully no more stupid stuff from EG. I think I pretty much have had enough of it. I don't see how it could get any worse. But I think I'll just walk in the door and just sit down and just enjoy myself for a change. And I'm sure he did something stupid, but I'm not going to let it bother me. So, okay.
Before you sit down, I have something to tell you. I figure I'd talk to you about this because I know that you get carried away sometimes about certain situations, so I figured I'd nip it in the butt and talk to you about it right off the bat.
I just got home from work, and, well, I don't think anything can top the party and all the other stuff that you've been doing around here. But, yeah, go ahead. What's on your mind?
Well, I know how you're always talking about that I should have that entrepreneurial spirit and, start a business and all that.
Actually, I have never once ever said that to you, but yeah, go ahead.
So, well, I thought about it, and I saw people walking their dogs down the street, And I thought that would be like a neat experience for me and the dogs. But they already have a monopoly on that, so I decided instead of dogs, I'd start an alligator walking service.
Well, it's like a total crazy thing to do in the first place, but we're also probably 500 miles away from any alligators being in the area, so, well, that business is going to go out of business the next day.
Well, not exactly, because, well, the TV dinner plant has some alligators there, so I set it up and I was able to get some alligators from there and then bring them. Yeah, get them.
What do you mean get alligators from a TV dinner plant? They don't make dinners with alligator meat.
Well, you're wrong again, because what do you think that Salisbury steak is that you eat? That is not beef, that's alligator.
Well, okay, well, I'm not going to be ordering anything from that TV dinner plant anymore to begin with, but I especially am not going to be getting the Salisbury steak meal for sure then, because that's just bizarre. So wait a minute, okay, so you set up with the TV dinner plant to get these alligators, and so where are these alligators at?
Well, they're in your garage.
Well, wait, what are you talking about? So, you got these alligators and you put them in my garage. You didn't even ask me again. You just kind of just went out and decided this was such a badass idea and put them in my garage. So what, do I have 2 or 3 little 3-foot alligators in my garage? We're going to have to get them out of there.
Well, it's not going to be that easy. First of all, it was not easy. Me and Bubba had to bring them in there. And it was very, very difficult. Let's just say that. I got bit, and that sucked. I'll be honest about it. But, yeah. So, they're in your garage, so deal with it.
Well, I'm not going to deal with it. So, how many of them are there?
18.
There's 18 alligators in my garage.
Yeah, did I hesitate?
Well, how big are these things?
Oh, they're 8 foot long.
8 foot long! You have 18 8-foot long alligators in my garage.
Yeah. So, what?
I'm not even going to ask the story about how you and Bubba got these alligators in there. So, how long have they been in there? Like a day or two?
Oh, since that first day, I moved down a couple hours after.
Oh my gosh. Well, these things need water.
Yeah, we put water in there. There's 3 foot of water in the garage. Well, this is just the good part. There's some bad news.
There's bad news.
Yeah, well.
So what have you been feeding these things?
Well, they've been eating chickens, and sometimes cats get in there accidentally.
So there's cats from the neighborhood getting eaten by alligators that you put in my damn garage. By 8-foot alligators.
Yeah, do we really need to go through all this again?
No, do you really think I'm going to be happy?
Well, you get bent out of shape all the damn time about anything, and
well, I think any normal person would for something like this, especially. So you said that wasn't even the bad news?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the bad news of all this?
Well, I remember how you were like a dick to your girlfriend a couple days ago.
I was not a dick. You were the one who picked up the phone and said all that bullshit to her, lied to her, just because you were bored with the conversation. You said all this stuff to her. And then she got angry with me.
Well, okay, that's your side of the story. But anyhow, I figured I'd take matters in my own hands, and I thought I'd offer kind of like a peace treaty to her. So I went to her house. I was nice. And so I brought the alligators with me, and one of the alligators accidentally ate one of her little chihuahua dog.
Oh my gosh. This is a joke, right?
Does the look on my face look like I'm joking?
Oh my gosh. Well, you're gonna fix this. I don't know how you are gonna fix this, but you are gonna fix this because I'm sick of this crap. She's gonna for sure leave me now, and I wouldn't blame her for all this crazy stuff. But you're gonna fix this.
Yeah, no, I had thought about it. I put great detail but thought into it, and I think I already know how to fix this.
Well, you're gonna fix it. And I don't want to hear anything about this for the rest of the day. I just want to relax. I've had a nice easy day at work for a change. I wasn't worrying about crazy stupid stuff that you did, and then you obviously did it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So you are gonna fix this. So you have 24 hours to fix this.
Okay, yes, dang it, put me in a clock. Might as well punch me in like it's a job or something.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're fixing this or else.
I've heard that before, and yeah. Durts. Okay, now this is a bunch of bullshit. I'm really sick of being put in spots in this that I have to fix every damn problem that occurs in this house. That dumbass just won't take control of any situation. If there's a problem, his problem solving just completely sucks. It makes me go figure out, hey, here you go. Things are all messed up. Can you fix this, EG? So anyhow, I figured it out. So I went out and got her a new dog. So it's just like the old one, except better. So she has nothing to bitch about. And I also wrote a very nice, sensitive letter explaining what happened. So everyone should be happy in the end. I don't want to hear any bitching from anybody, because the problem has been solved. It's case closed. Yeah, pretty much, yeah.